Welcome to Black Hole Basics. Today, we embark on a mind-bending journey to explore the ultimate limits of advanced cosmic civilizations. How would we even begin to measure the technological progress of an alien species that is millions of years ahead of us? He realized that the most fundamental metric of any advanced society is not its culture or politics, but its energy consumption. Thus, the legendary Kardashev Scale was born. It originally featured 3 distinct tiers, each representing an exponential leap in technological capability. You might be surprised to learn that despite our smartphones and space rockets, humanity has not even reached Type 1 status. A Type 0 civilization still relies heavily on extracting energy from dead plants, burning ancient fossil fuels to power its machines. Thus, the legendary Kardashev Scale was born. It originally featured 3 distinct tiers, each representing an exponential leap in technological capability. This scale forces us to look in the mirror and ask a humbling question. Where exactly does humanity stand right now? You might be surprised to learn that despite our smartphones and space rockets, humanity has not even reached Type 1 status. In the grand cosmic hierarchy, we are currently classified as a Type 0 civilization, taking our first clumsy steps into space. A Type 0 civilization still relies heavily on extracting energy from dead plants, burning ancient fossil fuels to power its machines. We dig up coal, drill for oil, and burn natural gas. These primitive methods are inherently unsustainable and damage our biosphere. In 1973, the famous astronomer Carl Sagan decided to calculate our exact position on this cosmic scale using mathematical formulas. Sagan looked at our total global energy output and estimated that humanity was hovering around a mere 0.7 mark. Decades have passed since Sagan made his calculation. Today, our energy consumption has grown, but we are still far from completion. Current estimates place modern humanity at approximately 0.73 on the Kardashev scale. We still have a long way. Because the scale is logarithmic, climbing from 0.73 to a full Type 1 acquires a massive energy increase. We would need to boost our current global energy production by nearly 100,000 times to reach that first milestone. So, what exactly defines a Type 1 civilization? It is a society that can harness all available energy on its planet. This means capturing every single joule of solar energy that strikes the Earth, along with mastering the planet's internal geothermal power. A true Type 1 species has absolute control over its home world. They can manipulate weather patterns and control global climates. Devastating natural disasters like hurricanes, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions would become things of the past, fully managed by advanced planetary engineering. They could build sprawling cities on the oceans, harvest minerals from the deep sea, and utilize every inch of their world. To achieve this utopian vision, humanity must completely abandon fossil fuels and transition to clean, virtually limitless sources of sustainable energy. The key to unlocking Type 1 status lies in mastering nuclear fusion, the very same process that powers our brilliant sun. Fusion could provide boundless clean energy without radioactive waste, allowing our global civilization to thrive without slowly destroying our fragile environment. Antimatter research and advanced space-based solar power arrays beaming energy down to Earth might also play crucial roles in this transition. Theoretical physicist Michio Kaku predicts that humanity might reach this incredible Type 1 milestone within the next 1 to 2 centuries. However, this transition period is widely considered the most dangerous phase for any emerging technological species in the entire endless universe. We possess the terrifying power to destroy ourselves with nuclear weapons, but we lack the unified planetary wisdom to prevent it. This precarious balance is often linked to the concept of the Great Filter, a hypothetical barrier that destroys civilizations before advancing. Climate collapse, biological warfare, or uncontrollable artificial intelligence could easily wipe us out before we ever reach that glorious first tier. If we can survive our own technological adolescence and unite as a single global species, the entire solar system awaits us. Eventually, a thriving Type 1 civilization will exhaust the energy resources of its home planet. They must look toward the stars. This inevitable expansion brings us to the awe-inspiring Type 2 civilization. This society harnesses the total energy output of its star. Our sun produces more energy in a single second than humanity has consumed throughout its entire recorded history on planet Earth. To capture this unimaginable wealth of power, a Type 2 civilization would engage in the ultimate feat of advanced stellar engineering. They would likely construct a colossal megastructure known as a Dyson sphere, completely enclosing their host star to absorb its radiation. Proposed by physicist Freeman Dyson, the structure wouldn't necessarily be a solid shell, but rather a dense swarm of orbiting satellites. Building a Dyson swarm would require dismantling entire planets. We might have to mine Mercury just to gather enough raw materials. Millions of autonomous, self-replicating robots would swarm the inner solar system, constructing endless arrays of massive solar collectors around the sun. Once completed, this megastructure would beam virtually infinite energy back to the civilization's homeworlds and their sprawling orbital space habitats. A Type 2 civilization is practically immortal. No known natural disaster, not even an ice age or asteroid strike, could threaten them. If their star began to die, they possess the immense power to physically move their entire solar system to another location. They could even perform star lifting, extracting heavy elements from the dying sun to artificially extend its lifespan by millions of years. How do scientists search for these godlike beings? We look for the distinct technological signatures that a Dyson sphere would leave behind. The laws of thermodynamics dictate that any structure absorbing massive amounts of stellar energy must eventually radiate it away as waste heat. Astronomers point their telescopes at the cosmos, searching for stars that appear unusually dim in visible light, but glow brightly in infrared. This specific infrared signature would be the ultimate smoking gun, proving that an alien megastructure is intercepting the star's natural light. A few years ago, a strange celestial object known as Tabby's star caused a massive sensation in the global scientific community. The star's light was dimming erratically, dropping by 20% in ways that could not be explained by normal orbiting planets. Could this be a Dyson swarm under construction? While later studies suggested cosmic dust, the search for Type 2 civilizations continues. Projects like the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence actively scan millions of star systems, hoping to detect these elusive signs of advanced engineering. But what happens when a civilization's population and energy needs outgrow even the immense output of a fully harnessed host star? They must expand outward, crossing the vast, silent gulfs of interstellar space to colonize and conquer neighboring star systems around them. Welcome to the terrifying and magnificent power of a Type 3 civilization. They control the energy of an entire sprawling galaxy. Such an empire would span 100,000 light years, encompassing billions of stars and trillions of inhabited planets and moons. To achieve this, they would likely use von Neumann probes, self-replicating machines that travel to new stars, build copies, and expand. These robotic emissaries would sweep across the Milky Way like a technological virus, transforming every star into a new energy source. A Type 3 civilization would not just build one Dyson sphere, they would construct billions of them across the entire galaxy. But ordinary stars might not be enough to quench their thirst for power. They would seek out the universe's most extreme objects. They could harness the devastating power of supermassive black holes, extracting rotational energy from the spinning accretion disks at galactic centers. Using a theoretical concept called the Penrose process, they could drop mass into a black hole and harvest the resulting explosive energy. A Type 3 society might even capture the immense radiation emitted by quasars or utilize deadly gamma-ray bursts to fuel their ships. To them, humanity would appear as insignificant as an anthill beside a highway. They might not even notice our tiny existence. Their massive engineering projects would be so vast that they would be clearly visible to astronomers across millions of light years. Yet, when we look up at the night sky, we see no obvious signs of these galaxy-spanning empires. The cosmos appears quiet. This profound silence brings us back to the Fermi paradox. If the universe is so old, where are all the advanced aliens? Perhaps the great filter is ahead of us, and no species ever survives long enough to reach the mighty Type 3 status. Or perhaps they have evolved beyond our primitive understanding of physics, communicating through dark matter or existing in higher spatial dimensions. While Kardashev originally stopped at Type 3, modern physicists and futurists have proposed theoretical extensions to describe even more powerful entities. Enter the realm of the Type 4 civilization. This hypothetical society is capable of harnessing the energy of the entire observable universe. A Type 4 civilization would operate on a scale that completely defies human logic. They would manipulate the cosmos at their will. They could travel across billions of light years instantaneously, utilizing complex networks of traversable wormholes to bypass the cosmic speed limit. These beings would not just harvest stars, they would harvest whole galaxies, arranging cosmic superclusters into massive, universe-spanning computational structures. They might possess the technology to harness dark matter and dark energy, the mysterious, unseen forces that dominate our expanding universe. By controlling dark energy, they could potentially halt the accelerated expansion of the universe, preventing the cosmos from ripping itself apart. A Type 4 civilization could theoretically reverse entropy, defeating the ultimate cosmic heat death and ensuring their eternal survival against time itself. They might even manipulate the fundamental laws of physics, altering the constants of nature to better suit their unimaginable technological needs. To our primitive, earthbound minds, a Type 4 civilization would be utterly indistinguishable from omnipotent gods, shaping the destiny of all matter. But human imagination does not stop there. The theoretical framework pushes even further into the realm of the ultimate Type 5 civilization. A Type 5 civilization transcends the boundaries of a single universe. They possess the power to control collections of multiple parallel universes. Operating at the scale of the multiverse, these entities exist completely outside our conventional understanding of space, time, and physical reality. They could create custom universes from scratch, carefully tuning the physical laws of each new reality to generate endless variations of existence. If their original universe faced absolute destruction, they could simply tear a hole in the fabric of reality and migrate to another. At this incomprehensible level of power, the distinction between science and magic completely vanishes. They are the ultimate masters of all creation. Some philosophers suggest our entire universe might just be a simulated experiment running on the quantum computers of a Type 5 society. While these higher types sound like pure science fiction, they provide a fascinating framework for thinking about humanity's own distant, stellar future. The journey from our current primitive state to even a Type 1 civilization is fraught with immense challenges and existential planetary threats. We must overcome climate change, resource depletion, and the constant threat of nuclear war to secure our permanent place among the stars. Every scientific discovery, every technological leap, brings us one tiny step closer to ascending this grand cosmic ladder of absolutely unlimited potential. When we successfully launch a new space telescope or achieve a breakthrough in fusion energy, we are inching toward that first milestone. Our exploration of the Kardashev scale reveals not just the staggering possibilities of the universe, but the profound responsibility we hold today. We are the caretakers of a fragile blue orb, floating in the dark. We hold the key to our own cosmic destiny. The choices we make in this critical century will determine if humanity becomes a galactic legend or a forgotten, tragic cosmic failure. Let us look deeper into the mechanics of how we might actually survive long enough to build this incredible future for ourselves. The first major hurdle is achieving a unified planetary government or a deeply cooperative global society that prioritizes science over destructive conflicts. Without global unity, coordinating the massive engineering projects required for a Type 1 civilization would be completely impossible for our divided species. Imagine a world where all nations pool their resources to build massive orbital solar arrays, beaming clean energy down to every continent. This level of cooperation would require a fundamental shift in human consciousness, moving past tribalism to embrace our shared identity as Earthlings. As we approach Type 1, our artificial intelligence systems will become exponentially smarter, helping us solve the most complex equations of physics. These advanced AI partners will design the fusion reactors and planetary climate control systems that will ultimately save us from our mistakes. But we must also ensure that our technology remains aligned with human values, avoiding the dystopian nightmare of a machine-dominated, lifeless future. Once our home is secure, the colonization of Mars and the Moon will serve as the crucial stepping stones toward Type 2. We will learn how to extract resources from asteroids, building the massive space infrastructure necessary to eventually construct our first Dyson swarm. Generations of humans will be born and die on distant colonies, adapting to new gravities and evolving into a true spacefaring species. The sheer scale of a Type 2 project means that humanity will no longer be confined to a single, vulnerable planetary basket. Even if Earth were somehow destroyed, the human legacy would continue to thrive across the vast expanse of our tame solar system. As we look back at the history of life on Earth, we see a continuous trend of increasing complexity and energy utilization. From single-celled organisms harnessing chemical energy to early humans discovering fire, our evolution is defined by our relationship with the universe's power. The Kardashev Scale is simply the logical continuation of this ancient biological imperative, projected onto the grandest possible canvas of the cosmos. It challenges us to dream bigger, to look past our petty daily struggles, and to envision a future of truly limitless possibilities. When scientists point their radio telescopes at the galactic center, they are not just looking for aliens. They look for our future. Every strange signal, every unexplained astronomical anomaly, carries the tantalizing hope that we are not alone in this vast and silent universe. Finding a Type 2 or Type 3 civilization would be the most profound discovery in the entire history of human scientific endeavor. It would prove that survival is possible, that the great filter can be overcome, and that a glorious cosmic destiny awaits us. Until that day comes, we must continue pushing the boundaries of our knowledge, exploring the mysteries of quantum mechanics and general relativity. We must inspire the next generation of scientists, engineers, and dreamers to look up at the stars with wonder and fierce determination. The path to becoming a galactic civilization is long and difficult, but it is the only path ensuring our ultimate long-term survival. We are the universe experiencing itself, a tiny spark of consciousness trying to understand the infinite darkness from which we all emerged. Let us not extinguish that spark through ignorance or greed. Let us fan it into a brilliant flame, illuminating the entire galaxy. From discovering fire to the potential of the multiverse, our journey is a true testament to the endless power of human intelligence. The Kardashev Scale reminds us that our story is just beginning. The greatest chapters of human history have not yet been written. As we continue expanding our understanding of the cosmos, we move ever closer to taking our rightful place among the stars. Imagine a future where our descendants look back, marveling at how we managed to survive our dangerous technological adolescence and eventually thrive. They will view our current era as the crucial turning point, the moment humanity decided to reach for the infinite cosmic horizon. We have the knowledge, resources, and boundless imagination required to build a true paradise on Earth and beyond our own solar system. All we need is the collective will to make it happen. The universe is waiting for us to wake up and explore. Thank you for joining us on this incredible exploration of the Kardashev Scale and the ultimate destiny of advanced cosmic civilizations today. If you found this journey through the limits of physics and engineering fascinating, please consider supporting our channel to help us grow. Your curiosity fuels our passion for uncovering the deepest mysteries of space, time, and the incredible future awaiting our rapidly advancing species. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the mind-bending wonders of our vast and beautiful universe. Share this video with friends, and let us know in the comments when you think humanity will finally reach Type 1 status. Keep looking up at the night sky, keep asking big questions, and never lose your sense of absolute wonder for the cosmos. This is Black Hole Basics. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and keep exploring the endless possibilities of our magnificent universe.